So today I'm out looking to see if I can find Lennox Castle Hospital, which is the ruins of the last mental hospital, well, asylum in Scotland, just outside Glasgow, a few miles outside Glasgow. Depends where Glasgow ends, really. But yeah, so I thought to myself, you know what, I'll wait for one of the worst, wettest, horrible days, and then I'll go tramping up a hill and see if I can find that. It's supposed to be very haunted, and because I'm going on this sort of haunted theme, I thought, right, let's do it. So let's do it. So my visit today is to Lennox Castle, which is an abandoned castle in Lennox Town, East Dunbartonshire, about 12 miles north of Glasgow. Built between 1837 and 1841 by David Hamilton. That's not Diddy David Hamilton, the ex-Radio 1 DJ. Although that would be funny if it was Diddy David Hamilton. OK, pop pickers, I won't be here tomorrow at Radio 1. I'm off to build an asylum. This is David Hamilton, the architect, you won't be surprised to know. And it was built for John Lennox Kincaid on the Lennox of Woodhead estate, and it replaced Kincaid House, which was on the site before. And in 1927, it was purchased by Glasgow Corporation, and it was turned into a hospital for those with learning difficulties. In 1936, the hospital opened, and yeah, it hasn't got a very good name, to be honest. At times, it had over 1,200 patients, and it was overcrowded, understaffed. Patients were poorly treated. So in 1980 there was an audit, and there were people who were malnourished and in a right bad way. There's stories of people being hit and repeatedly and tortured in there, and yeah. Lucky there's no fly on the wall documentaries back then. Can you imagine? It would have been horrendous. There was also a maternity hospital there. Lulu was born there. How about that, eh? I don't know what the circumstances were with Lulu's mum, but yeah, she was born there. Anyway, in 2002, after a lot of criticism, the hospital was closed. Yeah, the castle itself, it just stood there, but in 2008 there was a fire. There's a fire in all these places. Do you think they're on the insurance trick or what? There's always a fire, but yeah, there was a fire there, and no one killed. It was an empty building. But yeah, because of the history, reports of a lot of paranormal activity, people that have seen things, etc. And researching the past of the hospital, I've found that a Scots psychic snapped a ghostly figure of a young girl during a trip to the abandoned castle. So this is about Beverly McPherson. Here she is. Oh, she had a skin crawling experience with her ex and his sister, and it was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. Well, when you get a skin crawling experience, it does send shivers down your spine, doesn't it? There she is. There's Bethany. Sorry, I said Beverly, didn't I? Bethany McPherson in presumably a psychic garb. She that well-known psychic. She didn't see something just to be in the paper. Oh no, she's a definite psychic. And yeah, she took these photographs, as you see here, of a young girl. Can you see a young girl there? Can you really? If you can, let me know. I can't see anything there apart from shadows. But at least it's been drawn where the young girl should have been. So if you can imagine a young girl there, that's what Bethany saw. And she said there was a terrible smell in the place as well. Presumably her ex hadn't had a curry the night before. She said it smelt of fire. So she's psychic, isn't she? She can smell the 2008 fire, or maybe a flame grilled burger from 1980. I don't know. So there you go. But also some very sad stories from actual inmates. Well, inmates, guests. inmates, and like Huey McIntyre, he was a confused teenager wondering what he'd done to deserve to be put into Lennox Castle, and he was adopted as a baby, but later on his adoptive parents sent him to Lennox Castle and he never saw him again. Crikey, they're not going to win Parent of the Year, are they? But he didn't know why. He didn't know why he deserved it, but he said he got hit. It's terrible, really. It is. I know. You know, I'm probably making a bit of light of it, but absolutely terrible. That would imagine just being abandoned, really, in a place like that and hit every day. You know, it's really gonna mess you up anyway, isn't it? That's quite upsetting, actually. Huey, I hope you come to terms with it, if you ever could come to terms with something like that. So anyway, we get the gist. It was a horrible, horrible place. Lots of nurses have said it's the worst place that they've ever worked in. So it gives you some idea. So right, lots of bad stories, lots of tales of torture and abuse, lots of deaths in the place. So let's go and see what we can find. Let's see if we can feel it, if we can feel it, if we can feel it. I'm not taking up a singing career, you'll be pleased to know. Right, let's get down there. Lennox Castle Hospital. So there we go. What day shall we go walking, Glen? Yeah, why not go today? Beautiful. It may be beautiful again. I'm fixated with that word. What a stunning view of the camps is. When I decided to do this, I read a review on it and it said a 10 or 15 minute walk. Oh, and just as I'm going to say that, I can see the place. Okay, see you in a bit. This looks impressive already. Whoa, how spooky is that? They've even got creepy trees. Right, let's have a look at this place. Go up the creepy stairs and have a look at this old asylum. Look at the park benches there, all dilapidated, nature taking them over. I bet some right nutters sat there at one time. I see there were quite a few atrocities here and people weren't treated very well. It's not very stable, it's in total disrepair. Look at that bit sticking out there, imagine that on the head. Shame of it, it was a beautiful building in its day, even if it held a load of horrific secrets. Oh, and what have we got here? Now then, well, I shouldn't do Jimmy Savile impressions anymore, should I? Even them ones. Looks like there's quite a few visitors here, and quite classy ones by the looks of it. Definitely strongbow lovers. Allegedly water, but it had vodka in it. It's a shame. But let's have a look at the building itself, eh? Far more interesting. What secrets do you hold? What I should say really is there anybody there? Non-vodka drinkers? It is quite spooky, I'll be honest. Now I can't see down here, so I'm just going to try this, see if it works. Now, I don't go for sensationalism, but I actually thought I heard a voice inside there then. Oh my god. Why am I doing this? Look at the architecture. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh, people who've been here aren't Banksy, are they? Blood, that's not how you spell blood. Runs, yeah. Well, not only do they need an art lesson, they need a spelling lesson too. Yep. Imagine going in there. Doctor just said, oh, you're a wall short of a brick. Off to Lennox Town you must go. That's the door that you'd go through. Those of you that watch my channel, graffiti, here we go. That's when you're really lazy. There's the other side. Almost mirrors the front really. Let's have a little look in here, shall we? Wonder what that is. Wonder what that is. Anyone watching this can tell me. Let me know. Look at this. Wonder what that used to be. Looks like there's a little either tunnel under there or furnace or something. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't going in there. You can actually get your hairs on the back of your neck standing there. I don't know if it's just imagination. Shame, innit? Where the building just been left to rot. Oh, Lev 8 spends a lot of time around here. Must cost him a bomb in paint. So we look through this little like turret style window. Yep. I'm just sure I just heard a voice, but with people obviously coming in here, kids by the looks of it, or grown-ups who like graffiti. You don't know if it's just someone in there that's a lot of clicking, a whole lot of clicking going on. I spelt leaf right anyway, that's a right result. If you do come up here, good boots with lots of traction. Someone there being recommended for a pump. I don't know if that means they'll put the tyres up on your car. Oh, that's not good. A window that's bricked up. Wonder what's behind there. Oh, look at them two. Look at them two faces looking down on me. Couldn't call them handsome, could you? Mind you, I bet they say the same thing. Some of these other channels, they'd be going, oh, did you hear that? Yeah, it's the rain dripping, you melt. If I play this back and there's something spooky, I'll be scared even in my own editing studio. What's this here? Well, it's a litter bin, but I wonder what it was before. When you hear all the sort of terrible things happen here, someone could have even been put down there as a punishment. They got punished a lot apparently, this lot here. It's a shame. I don't know if I've looked through that window or not. Let's have a quick look. Let's look through the square window. That's for a minority of my audience. Who remembers that? No, I hadn't looked in here. Don't think, did I? No. I don't remember a socket heart, do you? Cupboard. All you ladies out there who... That's sexist nowadays, isn't it? All you ladies and gentlemen out there who like to keep a clean house, plenty of cupboard space. Plenty of cupboard space at Lennox Castle Hospital. Look at those metal stairs up there. You see them? Like fire escapes. It's such a shame it's in such bad repair. When you see bricks have fallen that way, you're conscious of the rest of it coming down. I'll just stand in the hole. I'm not that fat. If anyone does see anything they think's a bit sus when they look at this footage, let me know in the comments. On the other side, and girders. Yeah. We got here. Tell you what, the old scrap metal bloke could have a field day in here, wouldn't he? Absolute field day. Oh, and this is round the back. Well, as far around the back you can get because there's a fence there. There you go. Well, you can't feel it, but it's proper spooky. It's probably just my imagination. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, it's proper spooky, trust me. That's about it, folks, really. I can't get anywhere else. Not without possibility of something falling on my head, anyway. So, that's me, and that was Lennox Castle Hospital for your entertainment. Didn't see anything, thought I heard something, could be kids, and thought I heard a voice, and yeah, homeward bound. So I'm just coming away from the hospital, and I've just seen a overgrown building here in the grounds. I have to do some research and see if I can find out what it was. Might just be a storage building or something. Pretty poor condition. Looked like there was a gate at the, certainly a gate at one time over there. Spooky old hole, isn't it? Yeah. So if you look at the state of it, I'm not going in there, not because I'm a scaredy cat, but because it's so unsafe. Yeah, I'm just walking back down. Just stunning scenery. Stunning scenery. If you had to be in an asylum, this was the one. Well, apart from the torture and the neglect, scenery is lovely. I suppose easy for me to say the rough with the smooth, isn't it? But it reminded me of I was doing a bit of filming, a bit of Ricky Grover, he was doing a promo for Big Fat Gypsy Gangster. If you haven't seen the film, check it out. And he did a promo to raise money, which I was involved with. He said to me, I was at a fight. I was at a bare knuckle fight in the film, and he said to me, "Say how marvellous the eels are." It's because of our London accent. He meant jellied eels. I thought he meant hills. And I'm just looking out of this, looking away from this fight going on, looking at the surrounding hills, waxing lyrical about them. And he said that was hilarious. I'd looked like a proper nutter. So I'd share that with you. Yeah, let's see if I can find out what that was. Yeah, I'm just walking back down. Just stunning scenery. Stunning scenery. If you had to be in an asylum, this was the one. Well, apart from the torture and the neglect, scenery is lovely. I suppose easy for me to say, the rough with the smooth, isn't it? But it reminded me of I was doing a bit of filming, Ricky Grover, he was doing a promo for Big Fat Gypsy Gangster. If you haven't seen the film, check it out. And he did a promo to raise money, which I was involved with. He said to me, I was at a fight. I was at a bare knuckle fight in the film, and he said to me, "Say how marvellous the eels are." It's because of our London accent. He meant jellied eels. I thought he meant hills. And I'm just looking out of this, looking away from this fight going on, looking at the surrounding hills, waxing lyrical about them. And he said that was hilarious. I'd looked like a proper nutter. So I'd share that with you. Look at that sign. Danger of death. Do not approach loading machinery. Keep 20 metres clear until signalled by the operator. That means that at least one person has seen dirty great big logs being cut down or loaded onto a lorry, and they thought, I know what I'll do. I'll go and stand next to that. Oh. I call it a keyboard warrior sign. Most of them need instructing through life like that. Look at that sign. Danger of death. Do not approach loading machinery. Keep 20 metres clear until signalled by the operator. That means that at least one person has seen dirty great big logs being cut down or loaded onto a lorry, and they thought, I know what I'll do. I'll go and stand next to that. Oh. I call it a keyboard warrior sign. Most of them need instructing through life like that. Yeah, if you see one of them getting loaded on onto a lorry, don't stand under it. Just for clarification. I thought I could hear running water. There it is. Lovely stream. Oh. Well, here we go. Here's the. Well, I mean, it is a stream and a half, that is, isn't it? Yep, a stream and a half. Let's have a look. Something about running water, so calming, isn't it? Whenever I'm feeling pretty down, the sea or running water. So that's me. I've just been and seen Lennox Castle Hospital, and I survived. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and be back at another spooky place soon. Okay, take care. Well, oh, and please subscribe and like the video. It helps me out apparently. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.